Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 1 of our story. If you like this what if story and want to see part 2, let me know in the comments below. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, check the description for more great content and my playlist. This story was posted by 𝗧𝗵𝗲 on Wattpad. Now let's start. This takes place after the school festival 1. It was a normal, boring day for Class 1A, sitting in the common area of their dorm. All of them had no idea what to do since they had played all the games they had and didn't want to train due to the heat, and they were tired from the performance they did the other night. But as they were thinking, they all realized that one of the cinnamon roll twins was missing. "Hey, anyone know where Oni-chan is?" asked Izumi, always worrying about her big brother 6. "Good question, he's usually out by now. But since he isn't, he's probably doing something important, so we shouldn't disturb him," stated Hilda, chopping at the air. 6. "What? Come when it's just more boring without him here, right, Shoka?" Mina said, wanting anything to happen. "I don't know, Ashido. Hilda is right, we shouldn't bother him if he's doing something," Shoka said, and then being backed up by her brother Shoto to Mina's joy, the class started to argue whether or not to check on him. Then the Bakugo twins just got up and went to Izuku's dorm, catching Izumi and Uraraka's attention. 11. Kat-chan, referring to Katsumi/Bakugo, "What are you up to?" asked Izumi and Uraraka. With the rest of the class too busy arguing to hear the two, after about a minute they all heard 2 explosions coming from Izuku's dorm. The class runs to see what the Bakugo twins had done and see that they had blown the door open. "What are you doing, you two?" the class said in unison, seeing this. "What, we're just we're bringing the nerd out to you guys. That's what you guys wanted, right?" said Katsumi, cutting Katsuki off, making him annoyed. Hilda was about to say something while swing his arms when Yaoyorozu cut him off, noticing a piece of paper on Izuku's desk. "Guys, look, a note," Momo said. "What? Did Oni-chan leave again?" Izumi screamed out and started to cry for fear of her brother leaving her again. 7. Whoa, Izumi, calm down," Shoka said, hugging her, followed by Uraraka. "But Iza, did you run away again, and if so, why?" Shoka thought, holding back her own tears. "Well, Ponytail, what's it say?" said Katsumi with a worried expression on her face. "Hold on, as class rep I shall read it. With all due respect, Yaoyorozu," Hilda said, taking the note. "Dear class, I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys, mainly Izumi, Kat-chan, and Shoka. I'm heading out to try a new training method and I'll be back by next week. I've already informed Mr. Aizawa about this and he said it was okay, so please do worry, I'll come back. Also fix my door please, since if I know Kat-chan and Keiichi-chan they blow it off, so if you guys could fix it I would appreciate it." 5. From Izuku Midoriya, "Once again sorry for not telling you guys." After Hilda finished, Izumi let out a big sign of relief that her brother didn't run away. With the rest of class being a bit sad that they won't get to see their cinnamon roll till Friday, but Katsuki unsurprisingly let out explosions and was foaming at the mouth, clearly angry, yelling, 16. "That base did really think that he can get ahead of me by sneaking in extra training," Katsuki said as he started throwing explosions around Izuku's room. "Bro, chill out, Deku is just training, it's not a huge deal," Katsumi said, not wanting to see Izuku's room destroyed. 3. "Yeah man, there's nothing wrong with Midobro training a bit, right?" Kirishima said. "Shut it, shitty hair," Katsuki, throwing an explosion at him which missed and hit Izuku's bed, revealing something under it. 5. "Hey guys, look," Tsu said, going to Izuku's bed and pulled out a large container. "Oh, is Midoriya hiding something perverted from us? Guess he's not as innocent as we." Mineta screams as Jiro hits him with her jack. "That's enough from you, perv," Jiro says. Tsu opens the box and sees a bunch of cases and take one out. 2. "Guys, look," Tsu sees holding a CD in her hand. "Wait, what, a CD?" Jiro says, grabbing the CD from Tsu's hand and seeing that it's by Holy C, she said, shocked. "Well, what it is?" asked Mina. "It's a music CD called On Another Level and it says that it's made by Midoriya." Jiro said. Everyone was stunned for a second. The shy cinnamon roll made a song. "Deku, singing, that's the most stupidest thing I have ever heard," said Katsuki. 8. "Well, how about we see if this is true?" "Yamomo, can you make a jukebox?" Mina asked, almost jumping around. "Hey, wait a second, we shouldn't be snooping around our friends' things," Hilda stated. "Ah, come on Hilda, aren't you at least curious about this too?" she replied. Hilda paused for a second before giving in, since he couldn't deny that he wanted to see if his friend could really sing. "Okay, great, it's settled, play Midoriya's song." Mina said as Momo just finished making the jukebox. As Momo put the disc in, some of the class were getting ready to laugh at the music, with others, mainly the girls, preparing to defend their cinnamon roll as the song began. 2-5 You call it a hobby? I call it a way of life. No way that you can stop me. You know that I've been training, right? The more you try to block me, the more that I control the fight, and now you on the ropes. Now you on the ropes, watch you gon' do. 5 Everyone was stunned at hearing that Izuku could actually sing, with one of them not acting a bit different from the rest. And Katsuki only thinking, he can sing. 6 Izumi, Shoka, Aizu, you can sing, you should have told me this when we were younger. 1 Katsumi, Iken, you can sing, why didn't you tell me? 4 Quitten's not an option, that voice in your head that keeps telling you, you got this, lied to you, and now everybody's watching. You shoulda worked a little harder, 'cause, man, your punches are garbage. Hey, is Midoriya okay? It sounds like he's in a fight, said Ojiro, making everyone worried, but it quickly went away. Listening back to the song I Dream Big, ain't that the point of it? Let's keep it real, ain't that the point of this? They used to tell me I was nothing, now they tell me that I'm something. What's it gonna take for you to understand the concept? I ain't really got no time for all the nonsense. See, to you this is a joke, a little project. I guess you'll never understand this kind of mindset. For started as a dream, grow into reality, made a lot of sacrifices. That's how it has to be. I give it everything I got. Ain't no way you're passing me. I know we're in the same profession, but you're not a match for me. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I said I'm on another level, on another level. Cough, cough. Oh man, my throat, Izuku said before the video ended. 12 song and, whoa, who knew Deku-kun could sing? Uraraka said with a very clear blush on her face as she imagined Deku singing something romantic to her. 8. Yeah, who knew Midobro could sing? That song was manly, it got me pumped to go train, Kirishima stated, with a couple of the boys agreeing with him too. Hey, where's that box you found, Sue? Asked Mina. Right here, she said, picking up the box and putting in front of everyone. I should pick the next song, they all said together, causing the class to start to argue for a bit until Mina suggested rock paper scissors to decide it, in which Mineta won. 6. Yeah, I get to pick, he said, going to the box, and he started to search through the CDs, during which Class 1A were completely dumbfounded by the sheer amount of CDs that were in that box, until Mineta finally picked one. I got one, he said, holding the disc proudly. Mineta, I swear if this song is perverted, said Toru, but was cut off by both Mineta and Izumi, stating, would Midoriya/Oni-chan really make a perverted song? Making everyone, especially Shoka and Katsumi, to think about that as Mineta put the disc in the jukebox. By the way, what's this song's name? Asked Hilda. It's called Keep It 100, Mineta replied as the song started. 3. It's is like almost 3 in the morning for me right now. I'm tired, so I'm not typing the lyrics. 8. The class listened in the complete amazement that their pervious cinnamon roll could sing and appear to have strange control over his voice. Even Katsuki couldn't deny it as he was slowly tapping his foot to the beat. Hey guys, when he says got my eyes on the prize, hands in the sky, what do you think the prize is? Mina asked. Likely what he is saying is how he is focused on becoming the #1 hero, since it is his dream and thus can interpret it as a prize too. Shoto stated, like hell that prize is going to him. I'll grab that prize and become the #1 hero before he has the chance to reach for it, said Katsuki with an anger look on his face. 1. Yeah, I can see that to do, bro, but man, are these songs manly. Just listening to them makes me want to go out, work hard, and go beyond just keeping it 100. Kirishima said, shedding a tear for his bro Izuku. 11. When the song ended, Hilda saw the time and recommended they all go to bed since it was late, causing some of the class to protest. What, Hilda bro, you can't expect me to just go to bed after hearing something like this. I pumped to train, Kirishima stated, but Momo spoke up to them, stating back too. If we go to bed now, we'll have more time to listen to Izuku-kun's music in the morning, she said, and with about 2 minutes. They all agreed, but then Izumi said, wait, yeah Momo, did you just call Oni-chan Izuku-kun? It took a second, but Momo quickly blushed when she realized what she just said and ran out to her room in a hot mess, causing the girls to get a bit jealous with the knowledge of the fact that Momo called Midoriya Izuku-kun started to set in. But they were too tired and thinking much about wanting to hear Midoriya sing again to make a fuss, so they went to their dorms to sleep, except for Izumi, who just went on her brother's bed to sleep. With the sun rising over Ua, Class 1A was slowly waking up and each doing their own routines, much more relaxed since it was the start of the weekend. After getting settled, they went to Midoriya room to grab that box full of CDs and also having to pry Izumi off of her brother's bed and bring the box and Izumi to the common area too. So how we gonna pick who chooses the next song? Katsuki asked with a grin since he hoped that the class would fight and forget about the songs. Who came in second place in RPS last night? Mina asked. Pretty sure it was me, said Shoji. Well, what are waiting for? Pick a song, the pink alien said, jumping around. Let's see, Shoji said as he searched for a song that could walk the class up since about half of them were still not all there in head. Find something, asked Shoto. Yeah, this should wake you guys up hopefully, Shoji replied. Well, what the name of the song? Rip? Sue asked. It's Say Whatever It Takes. I just hope this song actually can wake you guys up, Shoji said too. Won't know until you try. Put it in the player, Mina ordered, and Shoji put it in the jukebox and the song started falling. Too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling. It's vulturous negative. Nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run. I was born for this. Looks like this isn't the good wake up song. Sorry guys, Shoji said. Everyone was going to say something until the song continued. You run me like a racehorse, pull me like a ripcord, break me down and build me up. One, wait, is Midoriya a maso? Mineta said, only to be slapped by Tsu's tongue. Don't just assume things, Mineta, said Tsu. I wanna be the slip word upon your lip letter that you rip, break me down and build me up, whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins, I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains, whatever it takes, yeah. Take me to the top, I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins, I do what it takes. Everyone was now fully awake with this sudden change in the tone of the song. I didn't take Midoriya to be an adrenaline junkie, said Kaminari. Well, he does fight a lot with broken limbs and that takes adrenaline in order to ignore the pain, Ojiro replied. The rest of the class was still surprised by how quickly Izuku could change the tone of his voice to be so bold. Always had a fear of being typical, looking at my body, feeling miserable, always hanging on to the visual, I want to be invisible. Everyone was a bit worried with Izuku saying this about himself, with the two pairs of twins looking a bit guilty knowing they could be the reason for that. Looking at my years like a martyrdom, everybody needs to be a part of, never be enough, I'm the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this one, whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins, I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains, whatever it takes, yeah. Take me to the top, I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins, I do what it takes. Hypocritical, egotistical, don't want to be the parenthetical, hypothetical, working onto something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe, I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system. A catastrophe and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased, and when I am deceased at least I go down to the grave and die happily, leave the body and my soul to be a part of thee. I do what it takes. Dang Midobro, you're so manly, even with all that you still keep trying, Kirishima said, with everyone agreeing whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins, I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains, whatever it takes, yeah. Take me to the top, I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins, I do what it takes. Song end. As the song ended, the class was surprised so much by how their sweet Izuku could have a voice that bold. Yet they were also surprised by just how much Izuku would go through and still keep trying even if no one believed in him. Man, that song was amazing. Hey, when Midobro gets back we gotta ask him for songs like this when we train, Kirishima stated with the guys agreeing. Anyway, who's picking the next song? Asked Sato. I'll get one, said Kirishima rushing to the box. Okay. The class said, not being able to react to him. I chose this one, he yelled. The class looks at the disc and it titled I'm Just a Kid. Izumi, Oni-chan, Shoka, Iza, don't tell me, Katsumi. This song better not be Sadikin. The hell kind of a name is that for a song? Katsuki said, slightly confused. I don't know, but it is called our instead, said Momo. Maybe it's a happy song about his childhood, said Koda with a shy voice. 17. Yeah, that does sound like something Dekuku would write, said Uraraka. 4. I don't really care. Either way, let's hear it, Kirishima said, putting in the disc. Izumi, Katsumi, Shoka, please let me be wrong. The 3 thought. 4. When I woke up it was 7. I waited. till 11 just to figure out that no one would call. I think I've got a lot of friends but I don't hear from them. What's another night all alone when you're spending every day on your own? And here it goes, I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair, nobody cares, 'cause I'm alone and the world is having more fun than me tonight. This sounds so sad, yet he's singing in such a upbeat tone, said Mina. Well, Deku-kun did say he didn't have a lot of friends and he did run away, said Uraraka, clearly worried about her friend. Keep in mind they know that Izuku ran away from home but no one knows the reason why. Izumi. Oni-chan, I'm sorry, I should have done more for you. And maybe when the night is dead I'll crawl into my bed. I'm staring at these four walls again. I'll try to think about the last time I had a good time. Everyone's got somewhere to go and they're gonna leave me here on my own, and here it goes, I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair, nobody cares, 'cause I'm alone and the world is having more fun than me. What the hell is wrong with me? Don't fit in with anybody. How did this happen to me? Wide awake, I'm bored and I can't fall asleep, and every night is the worst night ever too. When they heard that last part the whole class felt really bad, not noticing that Izuku felt like he didn't fit in and spent nights wondering if he really has friends. All while noticing Izumi, Shoto, Shoka, Katsumi and Katsuki were all deep in thought, each with a sad look on their face as they remembering the things they did and didn't do to him as kids too. I'm just a kid, I'm just a kid, I'm just a kid, I'm just a kid, yeah. I'm just a kid, I'm just a kid, I'm just a kid, yeah. I'm just a kid, I'm just a kid, I'm just a kid, I'm just a kid, and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair, nobody cares, 'cause I'm alone and the world is, nobody wants to be alone in the world. I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair, nobody cares, 'cause I'm alone and the world is, nobody wants to be alone in the world. Nobody cares, 'cause I'm alone and the world is having more fun than me tonight. I'm all alone tonight, nobody cares tonight, 'cause I'm just a kid. Tonight's song ends one. Well, I like the song but maybe we should start hanging out with him more, you know, to help show that he is one of us. Denki said too. Yeah, maybe you're right, said Hilda, thinking of how Izuku really must feel. Still can deny that was a really good song, Jiro said with a small but noticeable blush on her face. All the girls quickly saw that and started to glare at her, but before they could do anything to drastic 3, okay, I'll choose the next song, Siro said, quickly rushing to find something good to get the girls' minds off of what happened. Got one, he said. The class read the title and it said Just the Way You Are. Well, what do you think it implies? Asked Denki. Only one way to find out, Siro said, quickly putting the disc in the player. 3-0, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so appealing and I tell her every day, yeah, I know when I compliment her, she won't believe me, and it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see, but every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing just the way you are, and when you smile the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing just the way you are, yeah. Damn it, it's a love song here. I thought would be something good, Kirishima said as he was hoping to hearing another rock song or just anything but this. But he soon felt a chill down his spine as he noticed all the girls glaring at him with nothing but death in their eyes, so he quickly apologized and shut up. 3. As for the girls, all of them went back to having stars in their eyes with large blushes on their faces as they went back to listening, each thinking that Izuku made it for them, especially Shoka, since she remembered how much she used to ask Aizu if she looked alright. 6. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh she hates, but I think it's so CC. She's so appealing and I tell her every day, oh, you know I'd never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're 𝐒𝐬𝐴 4, then just stay the same, so don't even bother a skin. If you look okay, I'll say, when I see your face there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing just the way you are, and when you smile the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing just the way you are, the way you are, the way you are, girl. You're amazing just the way you are, when I see your face there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing just the way you are, and when you smile the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing just the way you are, ya cough. Whoa, I need to practice my high notes again, said Izuku before it ended song end. Well, that was nice. I never would have thought that Izuku would have big enough crush to write a song about it, said Shoto as he finished saying that. All the girls were deep in La La Land thinking, did he write this for me? He likes me the way I am, he wants to 𝐒𝐭𝐞𝐲 me, causing all of them to blush redder than a tomato. I didn't think that Izuku still felt that way about me, Shoka said with a blush. Especially after what I did, too? What do you mean? I get that you grew up with him, but he clearly wrote that about me, said Momo1. I think we can agree that he wrote that for me, said Mina. All the girls started glaring and arguing with each other over who Izuku wrote that song for, while most of the guys, mainly Denki and Mineta, saying, Midoriya, you lucky BSE. 17 with Izuku. He was currently conditioning his right leg by kicking a metal pole. He was about to kick the pole again when he suddenly sneezed in the middle of the motion, causing him to fall over and hit his head on the pole. 9. What the heck just happened? Well, they do say when you sneeze it means someone is talking about you, but if so, who? Izuku said to himself. Oh well, is probably not important. Oh man, I think I cut my head open on that pole, Izuku said, going to patch up his head, not knowing that back at UA, he's gonna have a lot to expect when he gets back. I've spent the most time with him here, so the song is clearly about me, said Uraraka as she glared as the girls. Hey, let's just take a breath you guys and lower your voices please, asked Zero, trying to stop the girls from eventually full-on fighting each other. The girls just ignored him and kept arguing until they all heard enough coming their dorm's entrance. They all looked to see Aizawa, clearly annoyed, Principal Nizu on his shoulder, and All Might in his skinny form standing at their entrance. What are you all doing? Asked All Might. Yeah, what going on? We could hear you all arguing from outside your dorm, said Aizawa. Oh well, we found a box full of music discs from Midoriya's room and the girls were arguing over one of them. I think. I wasn't really paying attention, Denki replied, looking at the 3 pros too. Denki/Dun's face. The class yelled angry at the Pikachu. Okay, so let me get this straight. You all decided to take and listen to something likely very private from you classmates' dorm room and then started arguing over it? Asked Aizawa, clearly annoyed and angry about this whole thing. Sorry kids, but we're going to have to punish you all, said All Might. Hold on Toshi, I have a better idea in mind, said Nizu with a scary-looking smile on his face. 1 hour later in the UA theater. Yes, UA has a theater, don't question it. 21 The Class 1A students sitting in the middle of the theater couldn't help but question the fact that Class 1B, the Big 3, a few pros, the WWPC with Koda and Eri were all here. Once they all got seated, Nizu spoke. Hello, I thank you all for coming this Saturday, he said. Why are here, sir? Asked an lady. Well, today Class 1A were found arguing about these box of music discs, and since they were arguing so passionately, I thought it would be a nice idea for all of us to listen to them as well, Nizu explained. 11. So we're here to listen to some music? Cool, but just who the singer? Asked Vault King. Well, believe it or not, but the singer is none other than the school cinnamon roll Izuku Midoriya, Nizu stated. What h like we would actually believe that kid could sing, said Monoma. Hey, shut up and just listen to Oniai-chan's music before I force choke you, said Izumi. Izumi's quirk is telekinesis, if you're wondering, and I hope that's the right term. 38. Calm yourself, Ms. Midoriya. Now All Might, bring out the box please, Nizu asked. They then see All Might and Hound Dog bring the box to Nizu. Okay, now anyone want to pick a song first? Asked Nizu to the room as he opened the box showing tons of discs. I'll go just to prove that idiot Izuku can't sing, said Monoma. Okay, come up and pick one, Nizu said, a bit irritated with Monoma's comment as Monoma went to pick a song. All of Class 1A's girls, Nejire and even Eri, were looking at him with nothing but hate. When he reached in to pick one, he pulled the disc out and raised it up. 9. What's it called? Asked Nizu from the front of the theater. It's called Natural, said Monoma as he put the disc into the camera and it started playing. What they see on screen is the video below. 3. Will you hold the line? When every one of them has given up and given in. Tell me, in this house of mine nothing ever comes without a consequence or cost. Tell me, will the stars align? Will heaven step in? Will it save us from our sin? Will it? 'Cause this house of mine stands strong. 1. As the song played, all of the people in the theater other than a certain few were surprised by how good Izuku could sing, but the one that was most surprised was All Might, since he was now his stepfather. Inko and All Might are married in this story, and he thought that his son/successor already had told him all the things about himself, and felt a little sad that there was now still something All Might didn't know about Izuku. 1. That's the price you pay. Leave behind your heart and cast away. Just another product of today. Rather be the hunter than the prey, and you're standing on the edge face up, 'cause you're a natural, a beating heart of stone. You gotta be so cold to make it in this world, yeah. You're a natural, living your life cutthroat. You gotta be so cold, yeah. You're a natural. Wow, Midoriya is so good at singing, said Koda. Yeah, I know. Papa always sang for me, Eri says in Izumi's arms. Wait, Snowball, you knew about this? Izumi asked. Yeah, Papa would sing to me if I had a nightmare, Eri said, surprising everyone. Izuku adopted Eri in this story 10. Well then, Minona, what do you think now? Katsumi said with a smirk. 5. Whatever, it's not that special, he replied, but really he actually really liked the song too. Will somebody let me see the light within the dark trees shadowing what's happening? Looking through the glass, find the wrong within the past, knowing, oh, we are the youth cut until it bleeds inside a world without the peace. Face it, a bit of the truth that's the price you pay. Leave behind your heart and cast away, just another product of today. Rather be the hunter than the prey, and you're standing on the edge face up. 'Cause you're a natural, a beating heart of stone. You gotta be so cold to make it in this world, yeah. You're a natural, living your life cutthroat. You gotta be so cold, yeah. You're a natural. It's the sad but a truth in today's society. Sometime you have to have a hardened heart to make it to the next day. Aizawa stated, with the pros agreeing, even if they wanted to deny it. Deep inside me, I'm fading to black, I'm fading. Took an oath by the BLD on my hand, won't break it. I can taste it, the end is upon us. I swear, gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. 3 natural, a beating heart of stone. You gotta be so cold to make it in this world, yeah. You're a natural. Living your life cutthroat. You gotta be so cold, yeah. You're a natural, yeah. You're a natural. Song ends. As the song ends, they all started clapping, even Monoma with a small smile on his face. Well, that was something amazing, Nizu stated. Yeah, and it was relatable since we are the youth, learning new things about the world every day. Aways said. 7. I got a question. Who was that girl in the video supposed to be? Asked Present Mike. Obviously that girl was me. All the girls in class wanna said, causing them to glare at each other. Okay, anyway, let's just pick another song. Midnight said, not wanting to see the girls fight. Oh, me, I wanna chose a song. Nejire says, shooting up from her seat. Okay, Ms. Hato, come do and pick one. Nizu said. Nejire flies down with her quirk and searches through the box and grabs one. What's it say? Asked Mirio. It says Heathens, said Nejire. What's that mean? Asked Denki. I don't know. She says, putting the disc in 5. Before I start, just saying that this is to the people wrongly accused of being criminals, Izuku said before starting. Wait, what? The people all yelled out, hearing that and not expecting to hear Izuku talk to him. 4. Calm down, everyone. Midoriya here is sadly correct about that. There are those in our world who are labeled as criminals for things they didn't do, Nizu stated, causing everyone but the pros to grow silent in thought. All my friends are heathens. Take it slow, wait for them to ask you who you know, please don't make any sudden moves, you don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens. Take it slow, wait for them to ask you who you know, please don't make any sudden moves, you don't know the half of the abuse. Deku-kun was abused, yelled Uraraka, causing everyone to go wide-eyed. 3. Hold on, I believe he is referring to how people can and are being abused by the way society can label us as good or bad based on how we act, even if they are good at heart. Aizawa says, calming everyone down. 1. Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they loved one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. 2. You'll never know the psychopath sitting next to you. You'll never know the murderer sitting next to you. You'll think, how'd I get here, sitting next to you? But after all I've said, please don't forget, young Midoriya is correct. Just because you sent someone to jail or take away what make them dangerous, doesn't mean their hearts and minds will change for the better. All Might stated. You are correct, All Might. Everyone remember that a true hero doesn't just save people, they also inspire people, both other heroes and villains as well, to do the right thing, and they never give up on trying to save someone from either others or from themselves. Nizu said, yes sir. They all said, all my friends are heathens. Take it slow, wait for them to ask you who you know, please don't make any sudden moves, you don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell, you have trust issues. Not to mention they say they can smell your intentions. You'll never know the freak show sitting next to you. You'll have some weird people sitting next to you. You'll think, how did I get here, sitting next to you? But after all I've said, please don't forget, all my friends are heathens. Take it slow, wait for them to ask you who you know, please don't make any sudden moves, you don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens. Take it slow, watch it, wait for them to ask you who you know, watch it please. All my friends are heathens. Take it slow, watch it, wait for them to ask you who you know. Cough Izuku after finishing that part. Holy cow, how is he doing that with his voice? Tesu Testi yelled. 1. Sounds like he heard his voice box. Jiro said a bit worried. Why'd you come? You knew you should have stayed. I tried to warn you just to stay away, and now they're outside ready to bust. It looks like you might be one of us 5. Oh man, that last bit killed my throat, Izuku said before the video ended. Song end. Dang, that song sounded kind of sad, said 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Indeed it did, but now we know how much Midoriya cares about people, even villains, said Nizu as he said that Class 1A were pretty scared, thinking that Izuku/Deku, while they loved how caring he can be, maybe he's a bit too caring for others. One good thing that these hero in training are also trained to have a good judge of character, so they know when someone deserves a chance, Aizawa said, looking to Class 1A and 1B. Sir, may I chose the next song? All Might asked, walking to Nizu. Sure, All Might, Nizu replied. He went up and started searching the box. He still couldn't believe that Midoriya hid this from him after all the time they spent together, and how he never noticed given how many discs were there. Before he could finish thinking, he found one that caught his interest. What does it say? All Might asked Nizu. It says Believer, All Might replied back. 10. That could mean quite a lot of things, Nizu said. Well, let's just see, All Might said, putting the disc in the player too. Okay, so this song is dedicated to you, All Might, and also you too, Izumi. You guys always believed in me, and if it wasn't for either of you I wouldn't the person I am today, so thanks, said Izuku. Hearing this caused All Might to smile, and for Izumi to have to hold back tears. First things first, I must say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, the way that things have been. Oh, second thing second, don't you tell me what you think that I could be. I'm the one at the sale. I'm the 𝐒𝐵𝗲𝗏𝗔𝐿. Oh, the 𝗵𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 few that look at me, took to me, shook to me, feeling. Me singing from heartache from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brains, seeing the beauty through the pain. You made me a believer, believer pain. You break me down and build me up, believer, believer pain. Oh, let the bullets fly, oh, let them rain my life, my love, my drive, it came from pain. You made me a believer, believer too. Last things last, by the grace of fire and flames. You're the face of the future, the BLD in my veins, oh the BLD in my veins, oh but they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down. It rained down, like for pain. You made me a believer, believer pain. You break me down and build me up, believer, believer pain. Oh, let the bullets fly, oh, let them rain my life, my love, my drive, it came from pain. You made me a believer, believer song. And the room was silent for a minute, since none of them thought Izuku could sound like that until, that was, oh why, my god, 𝗵𝗃 really knows how to pump people up with these songs. Kirishima yelled out. Yeah, I feel like going for a quick quirk training. Who with us? 𝗧𝗃𝗧𝗃 yelled. Most of the boys agreed and went out to do some training. This is a good chance to take a break. Everyone is free to go, but be back in 10 minutes please, Nizu said, causing everyone to go and stretch, eat or use the restroom. A little over 10 minutes had gone by and everyone was back in the theater, with some of the boys being out of breath from training. Okay, everyone's back, let up continue hearing these songs. Who would like to pick? Nizu said, with everyone raising their hand up. How about the Bakugo twins? Nizu said. What really? They all said together. A quiet yapping, you dim and extras, said the two Bakugos as they went to the box and searched for a song. And after a minute Katsumi picked on for the both of them. What's it say? Asked Mei. It says monster. Also, when did you get here? Katsumi asks. 3, since you guy came back from that break. Now play the song please, Mei explained as Katsuki put the disc in waiting to load. Everyone was a bit confused about what the title meant until they heard the song play. The secret side of me, I never let you see, I keep it caged but I can't control it, so stay away from me. The beast is ugly, I feel the rage and I just can't hold it. It's scratching on the walls, in the closet, in the halls. It comes awake and I can't control it, hiding under the bed, in my body, in my head. Why won't somebody come and save me from this, make it end? What does he mean, that he's a monster inside? Asked 𝗬𝗵𝗲. I don't like this song. It makes Midoriya sound like he's scared of using his real quirk, said Tora. I'll explain Izuku's quirk at the end. 1. Maybe it's towards villains to scare them. Nizu said, I feel it deep within. It's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become. The nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. Everyone was stunned about how Izuku thought about himself, with some of the girls in class 1A even starting to tear up. My secret side I keep it under lock and key, I keep it caged, but I can't control it, 'cause if I let him out he'll tear me up, break me down. Why won't somebody come and save me from this, make it end? I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become. The nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel it deep within. It's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. And no, you're not. Everyone yelled out loud at the screen. 19. It's hiding in the dark. Its teeth are razor sharp. There's no escape for me. It wants my soul. It wants my heart. No one can hear me scream. Maybe it's just a dream. Maybe it's inside of me. Stop this monster. I feel it deep within. It's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become. The nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel it deep within. It's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I've gotta lose control. Here's something radical. I must confess that I feel like a monster. 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 Song ends. Everyone was quite a bit shocked at hearing this, but after about 5 minutes it went away. "I can say this is one hell of a good rock song," said Katsuki with a small smile. "True, but why would he see his real quirk like a monster?" asked 𝗧𝗵𝗲. "There's still much we do know about him. When he gets back from his training I'll take him in for counseling," said Hound Dog. "Agreed, Hound Dog, but anyway, let continue with another song, shall we? Mirio, come down and pick please." Nizu said. Mirio ran down excited to pick a song, and after about 2 minutes, with pride he held up a disc, saying, "I chose this one," with a smile. "Well, what's the title, Togata-senpai?" Ibra asked. "It's called Drive By," he replied as he put the disc in the player, with everyone wondering what that meant since none of them can drive. 6. On the other side of a street I knew stood a girl that looked like you. I guess that's deja vu, but I thought this can't be true, 'cause you moved to West L, or New York or Santa Fe or wherever, to get away from me. Oh, but that one night was more than just right. I didn't leave you, 'cause I was all through. Oh, I was overwhelmed, and frankly scared as hell because I really fell for you. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive by, just a shy guy, looking for a 2-ply hefty bag to hold my love. When you move me, everything is groovy. They don't like it, sue me. The way you do me. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive by for, oh my gosh, a love song," Midnight squealed. "Correct, but it sounds like he's singing to someone and he sounds a bit sad," 𝗧𝗵𝗲 added. "On the upside of a downward spiral, my love for you went viral, and I loved you every mile you drove away, but now here you are again, so let's skip the how you been and get down to the more than friends at last. Oh, but that one night is still the highlight. I didn't need you until I came to, and I was overwhelmed and frankly scared as hell because I really fell for you. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive by, just a shy guy, looking for a 2-ply hefty bag to hold my love. When you move me, everything is groovy. They don't like it, sue me. The way you do me. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive by. I think I got what going on. It a song about how if he left a girl he will still remain loyal to her and come back to be there for the girl. 𝗧𝗵𝗲 said. All the girls in 1A were a bit worried since they now wondered if Izuku has had a girlfriend already, but at the same time were blushing a lot since they now know how much Izuku would care about them even if he left. Izumi, Shoka and Katsumi, however, had a smile on their face since they now know that when Izuku ran away when they were kids, he still did care about them and maybe even wanted to come back to them too. Please believe that when I leave there's nothing up my sleeve but love for you and a little time to get my head together too. On the other side of a street I knew stood a girl that looked like you. I guess that's deja vu, but I thought this can't be true, 'cause oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive by, just a shy guy, looking for a 2-ply hefty bag to hold my love. When you move me, everything is groovy. They don't like it, sue me. The way you do me. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by song. And I'ma be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of love songs, but even still that was a good song, Kirishima said with a smile. Keech, you got to agree with Shitty Hair on that one too, Katsuki said. Yeah, I can't believe that Deku-kun would be that loyal to me, Uraraka said, covering her face to hide the blush she had. 9 saying that of course caused the 1A girls and a few others to glare at her, and then Shoka spoke up, "Excuse me Uraraka, but I believe that this song was about how he would stay loyal to me and never cheat on me." Shoka said, I believe that you both are mistaken about this. He was obviously talking about how he would never cheat on me," Momo said, cutting in and thus causing the 1A girls to start to argue again until this plus. "Well, how about, when Midori gets back from his training I'm gonna confess that I like him," Mina said with a proud smile but a massive blush on her face too. "What, like I'd let you beat me? I'll confess I like him," Katsumi said, stunning everyone not in 1A. For the next 12 minutes the 1A girls argued about who should have Izuku and how they would confess to him when he returns. The rest of the people in the theater just watched and thought, "Man, I hope this kid can handle this much affection from all of them." With the 1A girls still arguing with each other, 𝗎𝗓 looked at the time and spoke, "Okay, looks like it nearing the end of the day. Come back tomorrow and we can listen to more of Midoriya's songs," he stated. "What, come on, can we please listen to them?" asked Sato. "Sorry, but no. Just come back by 11 and we'll start again," 𝗎𝗓 said when everyone left the theater. They couldn't believe that the sun was already about halfway down, meaning they had been in there for 3 to 4 hours. Everyone went back to their respective home, with the heroes going back out to the city to catch some villains, except for Eri, who decided to stay with Izumi, and 1-3 times skip. All the people that were at the theater yesterday had come back. But this time Endeavor, Hawk and Ray were there. For whatever reason Endeavor is not as mean and Ray never had a mental breakdown due to Izuku being there to talk to her in the past. The mark on Shoto and Shoka's left eye is just a BRH mark 12. "Well, now that we have all come back, does anyone want to choose the next song?" 𝗎𝗓 asked. Before anyone could do anything, Eri spoke. "Mama Nejire, Mama Izumi, why don't you tell them you sang too?" Eri says with a pure smile, shocking everyone. Eri calls all the 1A girls Mama, 7 the big 3 and Izumi were sweating bullets with everyone looking at them. "Care to explain?" 𝗎𝗓 said with a scary smile. Okay fine, the 4 of yous knew that Midoriya-kun could sing and yet we all have had made songs with him as well," Nejire said, embarrassed, with Tamaki and Miro both nodding with her. "We got exposed by our snowball. Well, guess it not that bad," Nejire thought. "Me and Oni-chan used to make songs back when we were younger, but he stopped doing it with me. So I kind of forgot for a while," Izumi said, rubbing the back of her head with a nervous smile. "Can't believe my wait, I mean actually never minded, my daughter did that to us, but how can I be mad at her?" Izumi thought, holding Eri with Nejire. 9. "Well then Ms. Midoriya, why don't you pick the next song, and make it a song you sang, and the same goes for you Ms. Hato," 𝗎𝗓 said, still with a small twisted smile on his face. Izumi gave Eri to Nejire and went up to the stage and went into the box and immediately grabbed a disc. "What's the title?" Mina asked. "It's called End of Time. I never got to show this to Oniine," Izumi said as she put the disc in the player too. "When things are right, then you just know there is something in your eyes that brings me home, 'cause when there's love, you don't let go, so as long as you're with me you're not alone. You'll never be. I want to tell you what I feel and really mean it. I want to shout it from the rooftops to the sky. 'Cause if you ever need it, friend, you know I'll be it from tonight until we see the end of time. Dang, you really do love him as more than a brother, don't you?" Mina teased, even though she was jealous. This caused Izumi to become more of a blushing mess than she already was. 8. "Well yeah, I admired his drive to prove others wrong for so long. Oni-chan deserves to be happy after what he went through," Izumi mutters the second the bit, "and no one here at 1 judge me all you want about this. I don't care anymore too. I'll cross my heart and hope to die. We're always and forever. I'll be by your side when days are dark and stars don't line. We're always and forever. Till the end of time too. When we look back to when we're old, we'll see your footprints next to mine along the road, and I don't know what the future holds, but as long as you're with me, you're not alone. You'll never be. I want to tell you what I feel and really mean it. I want to shout it from the rooftops to the sky. 'Cause if you ever need a friend, you know I'll be it from tonight until we see the end of time." All the 1A girls were jealous of Izumi making this song for Midoriya, but they couldn't help but almost admire her drive to be with him. "I get the feeling that there is something else she's hiding about Midoriya," Aizawa, 𝗎𝗓 and All Might all thought. 6. "I'll cross my heart and hope to die. We're always and forever. I'll be by your side when days are dark and stars don't line. We're always and forever. Till the end of time. I'll cross my heart and hope to die. We're always and forever. I'll be by your side when days are dark and stars don't line. We're always and forever. Till the end the end of time song end. Well, that was actually a really good song, good job Izumi. Kendo said Izumi was a complete red mess, so much that Momo had to make ice packs for her so she doesn't die of heat slide. Well then next up is Ms. Hato. 𝐻𝐸 said, okay, hey Momo, could you hold my snowball for me please? Nejire asked. Yes sure, come here Eri, Momo said grabbing Eri from Nejire and hugged her. Hey can I pick a duet song Principal Nizu? Nejire asked. Duet. The 1A girls yelled in their heads, jealous of the idea of someone singing with Izuku, aside from Izumi since she had made duets with Izuku before. I don't see why not, go ahead Ms. Hato, Nizu replied. Nejire quickly grabbed a disc and smiled. What's the song Nejire? Mirio asked. It titled This Feeling. It was the first song me and Izuku made together, she said without realizing what she just called him. Did you just say Izu? The 1A girls yelled, scaring Eri. Oh god Eri, we're sorry. They all quickly apologized to the little snowball. Good thing Izuku's not here or they would have gotten it big time for that. Nejire thought, it's okay mommies. But Mama Nejire, I thought you told them you and Papa were dating, is that the right word? Eri said with a confused look. 13 There was a second or two of complete silence as everyone heard that Izuku Midoriya, the school cinnamon roll, has a girlfriend and no one noticed. Before things could turn bad, Nizu spoke out. Let's get back to the point, shall we? Ms. Hato, may you please put the disc in the player please? He said. Okay, Nejire said and put in the disc. Izumi. Oni-chan, why? I thought you knew my feelings. No, don't think like that. There's still a chance. I don't care if have to share him. I want to be by his side forever. 19 Katsumi. Iken, why you were supposed to be with me? This doesn't change a thing. I still am going to be with you even if that means I have to share. 1 Shoka. Izu, is this what I get for what we did to you as kids? Please, I'm sorry, I just wanted to protect you, but even still I'm gonna try to be with you even if that means I can't have you for myself. 1 Nejire, I'll tell you a story before it tells itself. I'll lay out all my reasons. You'll say that I need help. We all got expectations, and sometimes they go wrong but no one listens to me. So I put it in this song. They tell me think with my head, not that thing in my chest. They got their hands at my neck this time, but you're the one that I want. If that's really so wrong, then they don't know what this feeling is like. Aside from the 1A girls, everyone was fairly surprised at how good Nejire could sing. Wow Nejire, I knew you could sing but I didn't know your voice was this good. Mirio said. Thanks, Izuku really helped teach me how to control my vocals. Nejire said. Wait, just how long you and Midori been dating? Mina asked, frustrated. A little after we meet Eri for the first time, Nejire replied. In this story, Nejire was with Izuku and Mirio when they first bumped into Eri, and I say yeah, and I say yeah to Izuku. I'll tell them a story. They'll sit and nod their heads. I tell you all my secrets, and you tell all your friends. Hold on to your opinions, and stand by what you said. Stand by what you said. In the end, it's my decision, so it's my fault when it ends. Both they tell me think with my head, not that thing in my chest. They got their hands at my neck this time, but you're the one that I want. If that's really so wrong, then they don't know what this feeling is like. And I say yeah, and I say yeah. Dang, Hato-senpai, you and Midoriya voices sound really good together, Ojiro stated with the rest of the guys agreeing. Thanks guys, but it all because of Izuku's great vocal teaching, she replied. Hey, you think Midoriya could duet with me, Hato-senpai? Jiro asked, still jealous of Nejire. Yeah, of course he would. Actually, he's made quite a few songs for each one of you and not just one. Nejire said this caused all the girls to blush at the thought of Midoriya making songs for them. Both my friends say no, but they don't know no, yeah, no, they don't know no, and I say no, oh, and I say, yeah, they don't know, song end. Young Hato, I am impressed with this song you did with young Midoriya and know that you have my approval with your relationship with my stepson. All Might said. Oh my gosh, thank you All Might, I won't let you down, Nejire squealed. She's already gone that far with her relationship with Midoriya / Oni-chan / Deku / Iken. All the 1A girls thought seeing All Might do that. 8. I must say, Miss Hato, I'm very surprised with that voice of yours from Midoriya's teachings. Nizu said. Thank you, Principal Nizu. Izuku is a really good music teacher, but Jiro is better from what he told me, Nejire said, causing Jiro to blush madly. He thinks I'm a better teacher than him. No, he's overestimating me, right? Jiro thought, with all the 1A girls glaring at her. 3. Well then let's continue with the next song, shall we? Said Nizu. "Excuse me, sir, but can I go back to the dorms? I left something in Izu's room," 𝗧𝗵𝗲 said. "Very well, Miss Todoroki, you may go," said Nizu as 𝗧𝗵𝗲 went to the dorms. Eri spoke. "Excuse, Mr. Nizu, can I pick a song Papa made?" Eri asked timidly and wiggled to let Momo know she wants to be let down. "Of course, Eri, come up here and pick one," Nizu said with a warm smile as Eri walked down to the stage. Hound Dog boosted her up so she can reach into the box, and she picked a disc after about a minute. "Well, what's the title, Snowball?" Uraraka asked. "The title is Sing Me to Sleep. It's my favorite since Papa would sing this to me if I ever had a nightmare," she said with a small blush on her face, for just how have none of us ever heard Midoriya sing if he sings for our Snowball? The student all thought as Eri put the disc in the player. "Hey Snowball, I made this for you in case you ever have another nightmare and I'm not there. Hope you like it. I love you, Snowball," Izuku said in the video before starting the music. This caused Eri to give off the classic 1,000,000 what smile she got from her papa, causing everyone to overload on the cuteness for a second before being snapped back to reality from the song. "Wait a second, let me catch my breath. Remind me how it feels to hear your voice. Your lips are movin'. I can't hear a thing livin'. Life as if we had a choice anywhere, anytime. I would do anything for you, anything for you. Yesterday got away. Melodies stuck inside your head, a song in every breath." Wow, look at that. After all the other bold and strong song tone we've heard from Midoriya, it feels nice to hear him in a calm and caring voice tone, Denki said, with everyone agreeing. "Yeah, these are the kind of songs that I thought Midoriya would make, but still can't deny the other songs he's made are still amazing in pumping people up." Kirishima said, throwing up his fist as he finished talking. Everyone was calmed by hearing Izuku's voice this calm and caring, with even Mr. Aizawa falling asleep from the song, and the 1A girls seemed to have forgotten about the jealousy they felt towards Nejire too. "Sing me to sleep now, sing me to sleep, won't you sing me to sleep now? Sing me to sleep." Ending the song here. "Hope you liked it, Snowball. Remember, I'll always be there for you," Izuku said as the video ended song, and by the end of the song everyone was calmed and relaxed, with Eri being semi-asleep between Momo and Izumi. "Well, I'd say this song was help since it calmed down the 1A girls," Hawks said. 3. "True, but I do wonder just what inspired him to write these songs, since most of them are kind of dark and or sad," Midnight said, a bit worried for the Broccolini head too. "Well, we'll get the chance to ask him pretty soon since Midoriya just texted me saying that he'd be back either on Wednesday or Thursday," Shoto said, looking at his phone. "What, why?" everyone said in unison. "He said that he hurt his leg training and because of that, can't finish the full training working out," Shoto replied back, making everyone a bit worried for Midoriya knowing he hurt himself. Of course he couldn't finish the training. "Midoriya is nothing boo," Minona was saying before getting knocked out by Kendo. "For, could you not do that, Minona, for like a day or two?" Kendo said, pulling his limp body back into his seat. "Well, let's hope his injury isn't anything too bad. So today's Sunday, meaning we have 3 to 4 days to listen to his music," Nizu said with a smile on his face. 3. Then the theater door suddenly opened. Everyone turned to see Shoka with another box in her hand that had a label on it and 3 padlocks on it. "Excuse me, but I found another box in Izu's room," Shoka said with a hint of worry in her voice. "Why is that box locked up with that many padlocks?" Jiro asked. "Oh, looks like I was right. Midoriya was hiding something perverted under his bed." "Not so, Mineta said before getting lifted off the ground by the throat and then thrown down from Izumi's quirk. 6. "Make an assumption like that again about Oniai-chan and next time I'll lift you up by your ball and leave you hanging until they tear off," Izumi said with a scary look, making all the guys hold their family jewels in fear. 14. "Well, Ms. Todoroki, bring that box down here and we'll open the locks," Nizu said as Shoka brought it down to the stage but stopped when she read the label on the box. 3. "Wait, sir, this box has a label. It says forget," Shoka said, confused but also worried. 3. "Should I push it?" "I shouldn't, but there's something about Midoriya that always seemed off, and based on how Shoka is acting it sounds like she might know what's going on with him," Nizu thought until Ilda spoke. "Sir, with all due respect, I believe that we shouldn't open that box. If Midoriya wrote on that box forget, then likely what's in it could be very personal to him. So we should respect his wishes if it's clear that he doesn't want others to know specifically about whatever it is that's in that box," Ilda said. 6. Everyone was now at a crossroads, especially the teachers. They knew they should likely not open it, but at the same time this could also be a chance to get a better understanding of Midoriya. "You 3, do you know what's in this box?" Aizawa asked the big three. No, Midoriya/Izuku never said anything about hiding another box, the three said back. Well, Principal, what do you think? Aizawa asked. I believe that while yes, we should respect Midoriya's wishes, I think we should still open the box, since as we have now learned, there is quite a bit we still don't know about him, and given what Midnight said earlier about that lack of information about him, opening this box could give us the reason why Midoriya made these songs. 𝗫𝗍 stated to everyone. Some were a bit surprised by this, but still they couldn't really deny what 𝗫𝗍 had said, so they agreed. Well, now that we all agree, Ms. Yaoyorozu, could you please make some pliers to open the locks? 𝗫𝗍 asked. Sure, Principal, she said as she came up to the stage with pliers and opened the box, and the teacher went to see what was in it. When she opened the box, they were surprised, for the box has at least twice the amount of cases the first box had in it. More songs. Why would he lock up these ones specially? Aizawa said. We'll see by playing one of them. Midnight, why don't you pick one for us? 𝗫𝗍 said. Yes, sir, Nemuri said, and went into the box and randomly grabbed a disc. Well, what's the title? Mike asked. It says got no time, Midnight said with concern as she went to put the disc in the player. 12. When the video started, everyone was shocked at what the screen showed. 3. It showed a young Izuku no older than 4 or 5 covered with bruises, bandages across his body, with one covering his right eye and both fire and ice burns, his left eye red with clear tear marks on his face. Yes, ice can cause burns, it's called frostbite. What shocked them even more was the look Midoriya had. The kid they've always seen with a smile on his face no matter how much pain he was in, the one that had inspired all of UA to reach new heights, now looking completely broken and at such a young age. It dug deep into everyone. WH, what the heck happened to Deku-ken? Uraraka screamed as she started to tear up along with everyone else in the theater. No, I can't, I don't want to see this, not again. Izumi yelled, fully crying into Shoka and Katsumi arms, with the three of them all crying. Midoriya, Katsuki and Shoto said, looking down with faces of guilt and their hair covering their eyes. Again? What do you mean again? Aizawa said, concerned. The three girls were too deep in their thoughts to respond. Okay, when this song is over you 5 have some explaining to do. All Might said, concerned as the song began. The song's tempo is slower than normal. I got no time to live, I got no time to live, and I can't say goodbye, and I'm regretting having memories of my friends who they used to be beside me before they left me to die. Who is he talking about? Midnight said with tears in her eyes. They all then notice a picture next to Izuku of him, Izumi and the Todoroki and Bakugo twins together, but with the part of the picture that had Izuku in it torn off. Just what really happened during young Midoriya's childhood. I knew he was bullied, but this is too extreme to be just bullying. All Might thought, very concerned for his stepson's mental health, and I know this is the truth, cause I've been staring at my death so many times, these scary monsters roaming in the halls. I wish I could just block the doors and stay in bed until the clock will chime so my flashlight's on, and stay up till dawn. I got this headache and my life's on the line. I felt like I won, but I wasn't done. The nightmare repeats itself every time. Got to keep my calm and carry on, stay awake until the sun will shine, but I'm not so strong, and they're not gone, they're still out there to take what's left of mine. He sounds delusional. Just what the heck was going on, and who would do this to a child? Hound dog, that counseling you said earlier, Aizawa said. Yeah, I know, but my God, just what has this kid been through? Hound dog replied, I have this urge to kill, I have this urge to kill just to prove that I'm alive. Wait, what? Kill? He wants to kill just to be noticed. Mike yelled, scared and concerted from what he heard. Papa wants to kill. Eri said as she cried and dug into Nejire's embrace. Nejire didn't know what to say. She was just as confused as everyone else and began to feel like a bad girlfriend for not knowing about this. I'm getting sick from these apologies from people with priorities, that their life matters so much more than mine. So he's jealous? But of who? Hawks said, thinking. After about a minute he got it. Izumi, it has to be, Hawks said to the pros. Okay, but that doesn't explain all the marks on his body, especially the different burns on his arms, Snipes pointed out. Let's just wait and see, he might give us some more information with the song, 𝗫𝗍 said, wiping a tear away. But I'm stuttering again. No one will listen and no one will understand because I'm crying as much as I speak, cause no one likes me when I shriek. Wish I could go back to when it all began. Song end. Izumi, Katchun, Hine, Shoka, Shoto, why? I thought we were family. Izuku says and reveals his right eye being completely clouded and white. Video end 4 with Midoriya saying that at the end confirmed to everyone that Izumi and the two twins were the friends Midoriya was talking about in the song. After about 5 minutes of the theater, crying Izuku spoke and activated his quirk. "You five, what did you do to him?" Izuku yells with everyone soon glaring at the 5 people that grew up with Midoriya. The 5 of them froze and looked at each other and then all nodded in submissions as Izumi spoke. "Sir, as you all know, Onion was actually a late bloomer due his body needing more time to develop in order to handle his quirk." Izumi said. "Yes, so where are you going with this?" Midnight said. "Well, when Oniai-chan and I went to the doctor to see what our quirks were, they said that he was quirkless due to an extra joint in his pinky toe and had no chance of developing a quirk." Izumi stated. "Yes, we all know this, but that still doesn't explain how young Midoriya spoke about you 5 in that song." All Might said. "I took care of him for a few weeks after he was diagnosed quirkless, until WWE." Izumi started saying but couldn't finish. "We just wanted to protect Iken, god damn it," Katsumi yelled out. Making everyone even more confused, she was going to continue until Katsuki put his hand on her shoulder. "No sis, I'll say it was my stupid idea anyway," Katsuki said, surprising everyone, hearing him with such a guilty voice. "Idea." Everyone thought. When Izumi told us that no Izuku was quirkless, we were all afraid since we knew that he would still want to be a hero and we didn't want him to die because of his dream, so I came up with the idea that if we bullied him, no, more than just bullied him, used our quirks on him, it would cause him to give up on his dream, Katsuki said, gritting his teeth. Everyone was stunned. This kids, the ones that Midoriya considered family, were the ones that did that to him. How long did you 5 do this to him?" Nizu yelled, scaring everyone since no one had ever seen Nizu this mad. 5, until he ran away, except for Izumi. She stopped after 8 years and started to help him again, but Shoka said but couldn't finish. "I still made fun of Onion," Izumi said, still crying hard. "What about Inko? Why didn't she help?" All Might asked. Auntie put herself into her own fantasy world and focused all her attention on Izumi because Midoriya being quirkless was the reason her first husband left. It was him running away that snapped her back into reality, Shoto said, looking at his left hand with guilt. "For how could you do this to a child, especially your own family? You really believed that the best way to change his mind of what he wanted to be was to break his spirit. You are lucky that he endured it for so long. Most would have killed themselves with the amount of abuse you did to him," Izuku yelled. "Izuku, why didn't you know? How come I never asked you about your childhood? You always comforted me about my past and I failed to even think you could be hurting too. What kind of a girlfriend am I?" Nejire thought Nejire had an abusive boyfriend before Midoriya, so he did all he could to help her move on. "How could you all do that to Midori? He's the most kindest person I've ever met," Mina said to them. "How does Midoriya even talk to any of you, especially with a smile?" Momo said. "So these songs, all of them, Midoriya made because of you 5-inch Denki said. "The biggest smiles often hide the most pain," Tokoyami stated. 28. "How could you do this to Deku? You're all no better than the villains that you wanted to protect him from," Uraraka said, unable to sound angry due to being too sad. "We know and we're sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible sister, and a horrible person," Izumi yelled, feeling the guilt of her past actions start to come back into her mind. "I don't deserve Oniai-chan's love or care. I was supposed to be his sister. I was supposed to support him. I was supposed to believe in him, but instead I hurt him in the worst way," Izumi thought. 3. "Yet even though we didn't deserve it, when we saw him again, Iken forgave us," Katsumi stated. "God, Midoriya really is too kind for him own good," everyone thought. "Everyone, I know you're all sad, and as much as I don't want to, we need to listen to more of the songs in this box," Nizu said, stunning everyone. 17. "What? But Principal Nizu," All Might yelled but was cut off too. "Let me explain. Once again, we all now know how much we don't know about Midoriya's life before attending UA, and now we've seen a small glimpse of what it was like and how he felt. In order for us as a school and student body to help him, we must see more of these songs in order to further understand how he really feels and thus allow us to help him," Nizu explained. 7. As much as everyone wanted to say no, they couldn't deny Nizu's reasons. They all wanted to help Midoriya, but in order to do that they need to know more about how he grew up, so eventually they agreed. 13. "Okay, but at least let us take Eri and Koda out. They shouldn't have to see Midoriya like this," Mandalay asked. Holding Coda 3. Very well, bring the children back to the dorms. We'll call you guys back when we finish, 𝗎𝗍 said as the WWBC took Coda and Eri out of the theater. Wait, play them these two songs. It should cheer them up, Nejire said, going to the first box, grabbing 2 discs and giving them to Ragdoll. One was titled, Happy, and the other titled, I'm Glad You Came. 3. Thanks, we'll make sure Eri will be okay, Ragdoll said, leaving the theater. Okay, I can tell No wants to pick a song, so I will, 𝗎𝗍 said, going to the box. It took a bit for him to pick on, since each disc he grabbed, the title he read gave him a very sad feeling until he decided to just grab one. Well, principal, what's the title? Hound Dog asked. This disc's title is Save Me, 𝗎𝗍 said, going to the player. Paused before putting the disc and making everyone a bit uneasy. 5 song itself doesn't start until a bit later. When the video played, what they saw made everyone freeze in place. They saw Izuku sitting on a log in a forest, holding what looked like a fake eyeball that had a cord connected to his phone. Did he make a prosthetic eye? And if so, it looks like the eye can record things, May said, stunned but always a bit intrigued that Midoriya made something like that, especially as his age, for he looked about 7 to 8 in the video. Midoriya then shows to the camera what he's seeing. What everyone saw enraged them. The video showed what looked like a police officer beating on Midoriya. Get out of here, you filth, to society. The quirkless deserve death without question or mercy, the officer said to Midoriya. 8. The officer then pulled out his revolver and loaded 1 bullet in it and pointed it at Midoriya. No, he's not gonna. Everyone thought, more than angry at what they were seeing. Filth, do society a favor and go shoot yourself with this. Don't even think about telling anyone this unless you want me to give you a slow and painful death, and besides, it's not like anyone would care about you. Society agrees that anyone quirkless deserve to suffer to the last breath, the officer said, bashing the revolver on Midoriya's head and leaving him and the gun there. For then Midoriya put his phone away from the camera and put the eye back in his head. 𝗎𝗍 paused the video. Everyone in the theater was beyond angry at this. An officer, someone people are supposed to be able to go to for help when heroes aren't there, did this to Midoriya cause he's quirkless. Someone get the police department on the line. I want that man arrested for attempted murder, enticing suicide, aggravated assault and assault on a minor, 𝗎𝗍 demanded. Already on it, Aizawa stated, with it phone in hand with some cracks on it from his grip. After about 10 minutes of the teachers contacting the police department, they came back with all the students talking with each other about, hey, they would make that man beg for death if they ever see him. Okay, everyone, that man hasn't been arrested but has only been sentenced to 2 years in prison and has to pay the Midoriya family $5,000. 𝗎𝗍 stated to everyone's frustration. Everyone were angry that the sentence was that light but couldn't do anything since they knew that crimes against the quirkless were punished lighter than normal. I know you're all angry, I am too, but as it pains me to say, we still have to finish the video, 𝗎𝗍 pointed out as he unpaused the video. Ignore the fact that he has no instruments with him. The lyrics will be the ones the video uses. See me take my bows and I'm heading for the exits. I can't stick around, this life's been hard and I can't see the sense in fighting it anymore. Can't you let me go? Won't you show me the door? Oh man, I never thought Midobro could ever speak/sing with that much pain in his voice, Kirishima said, wiping a tear. No, Deku, don't give up. I know you're stronger than this, Uraraka said, being hugged by Tsu and Toru. For so, here I am in the corner of a dark room, the same way I began, alone with these mournful thoughts and a loaded gun in my hand too. No, Midoriya, don't you dare even think about it, Aizawa said too, but a foolish part of me still holds out for a shred of humanity, for a queen in a robe, or a knight on a steed. Can't you see that I'm just a child on his knees? Young Midoriya, please don't think like that. You have a heart of gold, never feel ashamed for that. There are people out there that are kind, people that care, people that will be there. I'm sorry I never noticed, All Might said. I'm supposed to be his stepfather and yet I don't even know how he feels I've failed as his stepfather. All Might thought about himself. Save me from fear and pain and love will rain on me. Save me today before tomorrow find me at rest. Now I'm standing alone in the moment of truth as the judgments handed down and my feet are scarred from the broken glass strewn across the ground. Then you come to my side and only to you I confide that I've been battered and shattered and buried and abused for the very, very last time. You won't someone help me? Yeah, Midoriya, keep that fire in your eyes. That's what make you strong. We'll be there right by your side to the end. Right guys? Denki shouted out too. Yeah. Everyone yells back, just save me from fear and pain and love rain on me, save me today before tomorrow find me at rest. Song and Midoriya looks to the revolver the officer gave him, spins the barrel and points it to his head for, and oh don't do it, everyone yelled for he pulls the trigger but nothing happens. He opens the barrel and sees that the next chamber had the bullet in it. He then throws the gun into the forest and falls to his knees and quietly spoke 9, someone please save me. Video and scene that caused Izumi, Shoka and Katsumi along with a few of the guys to pass out. He really tried. Midnight spoke trembling, Principal, I think we should end it here for today, they've seen enough for today. Aizawa advised seeing everyone in such despair, yes I agree, everyone can leave, we'll continue this tomorrow but if any of you don't want to come we understand. Nizu said too. Everyone left to go back to their dorms, leaving the pros mainly Nizu, Aizawa, Vlad, Hound Dog, Endeavor, All Might and Ray. She's not a pro hero to talk about what they should do when Midoriya gets back and what they should do about Midoriya's childhood friends. Time skipped to next day. It was the next day. During class time both class 1A and B were very quiet and they all had depressed faces in them, with each student thinking of what they can do for Midoriya to make him feel accepted. It was now the end of the school day and to Nizu's surprise, almost everyone had come back to the theater. The only ones were not there were the big three and Eri. Welcome back everyone. Before we start I'd like to remind you all that if at any time you feel like you have to leave feel free to, Nizu stated 3. Before we start Principal, Izumi, Shoka, Katsuki, Katsumi, as much as some of us want you 5 to be expelled for UA, we've come to the agreement that, based on how Midoriya acts around you 5. Now, you 5 will be under house arrest for 1 month. During that time you will clean the dorms morning to evening and each of you must deeply apologize to him, Aizawa stated to them, which the 5 agreed to but were expecting a bigger punishment. 10. With that out of the way, Mrs. Todoroki, why don't you select a song? Nizu asked. Yes, sir. Ray said, shaking while looking through the box. She was really scared to pick a song since she deeply loved Midoriya and treated him like her own son whenever she saw him, so she just snatched a random disc. Well Ray, what's the title? Endeavor asked. Remember that Ray and Endeavor's relationship is not as bad thanks to Izuku talking with them when he was a kid. I'm not really sure. It just says Untitled. Ray said, going over to the player and puts in the disc. The video shows Izuku again in the forest but it was raining. He was on the same log still looking about 7 to 8 with a picture of him with Ray in his hand and spoke. How have you never noticed Mrs. Todoroki? Midoriya said. He then rolled up his sleeves and everyone in the theater was shocked to see him, wrists coved with both old and fresh cuts. He then pulls out a knife and begin to sing one. The lyrics will be a bit different and I understand that this song became a big joke cause of memes but it's still sad when you listen to actually song 2. I open my eyes, I try to see but I'm blinded by the white light. I can't remember how, I can't remember why I'm lying here tonight and I can't stand the pain and I can't make it go away. No, I can't stand the pain. This kiddies had to suffer through probably more pain than us heroes have had, Hawks said. Yeah, no one should have to experience that kind of feeling or betray and neglect, especially at such a young age, Aizawa said, glaring at the 5, making the 3 girls just cry more. 5. Why did this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got now where to run. The night goes as I fade away. I'm sick of this life, I just want to scream. Why did this happen to me? Everybody's screaming. I try to make a sound but no one hears me. How did I never notice he was in pain? Ray yelled out, shaking. Ray, what do you mean? Endeavor said, going to her. NG, don't you remember all the times he came to our house with bandage on his arms and legs? Ray said. Mrs. Todoroki, it's not you. Midnight tried to say but was cut off. Yes it is. Izuku was always there for me. He stopped me from having a mental breakdown. He put my family back together. He even said he saw me as his mother and I couldn't even see that he was in so much pain, Ray exclaimed, crying her heart out. He saw me as his mother and I failed to see he was crying for help. She thought I'm slipping off the edge, I'm hanging by a thread. I want to start this over again, so I try to hold on to a time when nothing mattered and I can't explain what happened and I can't erase the things that I've done. No, I can't. Oni-chan, I'm so sorry. I wish I could go back and fix all this and be the sister you needed, Izumi thought. Aizu, you've always asked us to move on, but what about you? Please talk to us, Shoka thought too. Iken, I'm sorry it took me so long to realize what I was really doing to you. I didn't even know me and Katsuki made you go blind in your right eye. Oh God, what kind of person am I? You may forgiven us 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐲 but I can't forgive myself. Katsumi thought, holding both Izumi and Shoko. Why did this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, gotta know where to run. The night goes on as I fade away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. Why did this happen to me? Song/video, and kinda didn't know what to put here for the transition. Well, bad things happen to good people all the time. Minato said he was annoyed. This entire time the girls have been paying attention to Midoriya. They didn't even respond when he said something lewd. Minato, that's not manly. Midoriya's in pain and you think of that. Kirishima said, yeah. Midoriya's been hogging all the girls' attention to himself with these songs, am I right? Minona, you gotta agree. He said, yeah, and likely I bet that Midoriya is either faking about all this or planned for all this to happen just for the sake. Oh, Minona said before both him and Minato suddenly were lifted into the air by their family jewels. 20. I said, do something like this again and I'd do this, Izumi yelled, wanting to crush the boy's ball into dust. 5. Hold on, Izumi. Bring those two over here. It's time these jerks finally get what they deserved, Mina asked, and Izumi complied, pulling the two guys to the girls who all had the look of death in their eyes. Kaminari, help, we're friends, right? Minato yelled, heck no, you accused Midoriya that he faked this to try and get girls. That's low, man, Denki replied, with all the guys agreeing. The pros didn't even help since they agreed the two kinda deserved it after saying that. After about 5 minutes of Minato and Minona screaming Bloody Mary, the girls finally stopped. With they over with, let's proceed, Nizu asked. May, why don't you pick one? Nizu asked. Okay, I'll try to not pick one. Very sad, she said, going to the box and searched through until she saw a title that seemed off too. Well, what's it called? Nizu said, expecting something sad. The title. It says Happier, May replied, confused. 5. What? Why would a song with a title like that he want locked up? Hawks asked, thinking. What? It also has what looks like a date on it. It's XX/XX/XXXX. May said. The second the 5 heard that date, they immediately cracked. Hey, what's up? It's just a date, Denki said. You idiot, the date has meaning to them, of course. Jiro snapped at him but was just as worried as all the other girls. That's the day Izuku ran away, Shoka said. That just make it more strange why he would name this disc that, Snipe said. Well, only one way to see why. May please play the disc, Nizu asked, and May went over and put in the disc. The video showed Izuku looking about 14-ish, packing things and looking out the window before he began to sing. Lately, I've been thinking I want you to be happier, I want you to be happier. Is this a sad song or not? I can't tell, Shoji said. Yeah, he just wants us to be happier. Why would he lock this song away? Denki added, when the morning comes, when we see what we've become in the cold light of day, we're a flame in the wind, not the fire that we've begun. Is he talking about you too, Shoka and Shotohei? Hello, you there, Mina asked. Huh? Oh, yeah, we're here but we don't know, Shoka said. Every argument, every word we can't take back. 'Cause with all that has happened I think that we both know the way that this story ends. Okay, now that's Bakugo, Uraraka said. Just shut it, round face, Katsuki said. Yeah, just not now, Uraraka, Katsumi asked. Then only for a minute. I want to change my mind. 'Cause this just don't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits, I want to see you smile, but no, that means I'll have to leave. So that's it, huh? Hawk said, connecting the dots. What? Katsumi asked. Isn't it obvious? Good God, this kid is way too kind for his own good. You 5 made him believe that he was the problem and made him think that if he left you all would live a better life, Hawks explained, which made the 3 girls begin to cry again. Everyone was stunned by this. They knew that Midoriya was extremely considerate, but for him to put the blame on himself when it's clear that it isn't was something even more shocking for everyone. Dekuxharem/Midoriya, Midori/Izukuxharem/Izu, Oni, I love how kind you are, but don't blame yourself. The girls all thought. No, that means I'll have to leave. Lately I've been thinking I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier when the evening falls and I'm left there with my thoughts and the image of you being with someone else. Well, it's eating me up inside, but we ran our course. We pretended we're okay now. If we jump together, at least we can swim far away from the wreck we made. So even after all you did to him, he still cares about you. 5-inch All Might One can't be surprised. It how he's always been, but young Midoriya, but still, just how did you forgive them that quickly? All Might thought. Then only for a minute. I want to change my mind. 'Cause this just don't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits, I want to see you smile, but no, that means I'll have to leave. No, that means I'll have to leave. Lately, I've been thinking I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier, so I'll go. go I will go, go so I'll go I will go, go lately I've been thinking I want you to be happier, I want you to be happier even though I might not like this I think that you'll be happier, I want you to be happier. No Deku-kun, you shouldn't have to hurt yourself to make people happy, 𝗬𝗏𝗏 said in tears too. Yeah, there's so many things that you do that make us smile, just like you want, Momo added. You're always so supportive and see the best in people, you deserve to be with your friends and real family, Mina said, glaring at the three girls as she said that last bit. No, that means I'll have to leave lately, I've been thinking I want you to be happier, I want you to be happier so I'll go I will go song end, Izumi, Shoka, Katsumi, Katsuki, Shoto. You five always smiled and were happy when I wasn't there so even. If you guys don't care about me, even if none of you try to find me, even if you never find this video, know that even after all you did to me I still care about you all, Izuku said as the video ends. Video and all the student were speechless. They all were both happy yet at the same time scared. They were all glad about Midoriya being happy and going to find a better life. But at the same time they were scared due to Midoriya reasoning. They were scared because, what if Midoriya were to leave UA for that exact same reason he left his home? 6. Izu, please, hurry and come back. You never really gave any of us the chance to really say we're sorry, Shoka said on her knees crying. 𝐼𝐭, I don't understand how you forgave us. Maybe you didn't and said so just to make us feel better, but please let us really say sorry for what we did, Katsumi added. 𝗀𝗎𝗋, no, I don't even deserve to call you that. I know I have no right to demand something, but please, don't leave me all alone, I need my brother, Izumi said. Geez, just how many times do I have to say, I forgave you all years ago, said an all too familiar voice. Everyone looked to the theater entrance and saw the big three and Eri, but more importantly, Izuku with his classic smile. But when they saw him they noticed a large cast around his leg. Oh my god, Deku-kun, what happened to you leg and why are you back too early? 𝗬𝗏𝗏 yelled, running to him, which, of course, caused all the rest of the students to run to him as well. 1. Midoriya, why didn't you tell us about your past? We could have helped you, Momo said. Midobro, are you really okay? Asked Kirishima. How do you still talk to those 5? Asked Mina. Whoa, everyone calm down with the questions please, Izuku said. /𝗏𝗏, I'm so sorry for everything, please forgive me, Izumi, Shoka and Katsumi yelled as the three of them hugged him with all their hearts. Naturally this caused everyone to hug him as well. Guys, I can't breathe and someone stepping on my leg, Izuku said in a bit of pain. Oh god, sorry, they all said, stepping back except for Izumi, Shoka and Katsumi. 1. Guys, you can let go of me. I've told you 3 times and time again that's it, okay? Please stop thinking I hate you. 3. Izuku said, petting Izumi. But Midori, they did such awful things to you, how can you forgive them that quickly? Asked Mina. It's childish to stay mad at someone forever, and besides, if I was still mad at them they wouldn't be able to learn from their mistakes. Humans learn through the mistakes they make, but only if given the time and chance to, and I can tell they've changed, Izuku replied. 7. Izuku, Rei said ashamed. Hey Rei, what's up, you seem down, Izuku said as he used a phase quirk to walk through the 3 girls. 5. Izuku, honey, I'm so sorry, I never noticed you were hurt back then. You saw me as your mother and I didn't realize, she said, but was cut off with Izuku hugging her. Hey, don't worry about it, you were going through a lot with your family. Besides, you did all you could, so don't worry, Rei, Izuku said. Midoriya, if you don't mind me asking, where's that prosthetic eye you made, or is it still in your head? Mei asked. Okay, first, Mei, no, my right eye grew back when it found someone with a healing quirk, and second, if you really want the eye here, but give a copy of the data to the teachers please, Izuku said, talking the eye out of his pocket. 10. After about 4 minutes of everyone talking with Izuku to make sure he was really okay in his head. Deku-kun, you never answered. Why are you back so soon and why is there a cast on you leg? 𝗬𝗏𝗏 asked again. Well, after I hurt my leg the first time, I kinda still used the same leg in training and broke my shin bone, and you all know RG refuses to heal these injuries anymore, so that's why I'm back early, Izuku said, rubbing the back of his head. 7. The girls were about to yell at him for not taking care of his body but were cut off. So you guys went through my stuff, huh? Don't worry, I'm not mad, actually. I was thinking of telling you guys cause my snowball kept asking me to, Izuku said. 1. Well, Midoriya, would you allow us to keep listening to you songs? Nizu asked. Sure, you all can keep them if you want, but since I heard the last 3 songs you heard and that you all look bummed out, let me pick one for all of you, Izuku said, going to the stage. 7. Very well, Midoriya, 𝗎𝗍 said. Also, Mr. Aizawa, I would like for you to repeal the punishment you gave to those 5 or at least reduce it. Izuku said, going through the 2 boxes. Why? Problem child, do you not understand the magnitude of what they did to you and just how long have you been outside the theater? Aizawa asked, frustrated. No, I do fully understand what they did to me, but they've had more than enough time to think about what they did. To punish them now would be unnecessary, and I've been here since you guys got into the theater. Izuku said as he finally grabbed a disc. Fine. You 5 will be under house arrest for only 1 week, Aizawa stated. Thank you, sir. Now this song's named High Hopes. I made it after I discovered my quirk, Izuku said as he put his disc in the player and went back to the seats, which unsurprisingly caused Nejire and all the 1A girls to crowd him. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing, didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that 1 in a million, always had high hopes. With everyone hearing this, it was like all the shame and pain they felt for not knowing about Izuku's past has disappeared. Dang it, Midobro, you really should have told us you could sing. These songs are so manly, Kirishima said. Well, I did have my reasons, as you all now know, but the other was just, well, no one ever asked. Izuku pointed out. Mama said, fulfill the prophecy, be something greater, go make a legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days we wanted everything. Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day we wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up. No more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. Sorry for bringing this up, but I thought Auntie didn't pay attention to you, Shoto said. I was referring to Rei, Shoto, and besides now Mom helps me out a lot and is there, along with All Might, Izuku replied. This caused Rei to smile, knowing that, even if she didn't think she did enough for him, Izuku believed that she did and still saw her as his mother now alongside with Inko. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing, didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that 1 in a million, always had high hopes. High hopes. Mama said, it's uphill for oddities, stranger crusaders ain't ever wannabes, the weird and the novelties don't ever change. We wanted everything, stay up on that rise, and never come down. Oh, stay up on that rise, and never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up. No more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me, so I got 1 more run and it's gonna be a sight to see. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing, didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that 1 in a million, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing, didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that 1 in a million, always had high hopes. High hopes song, and everyone now had a smile on their face and were cheerful, getting to hear the joyful and determined voice they had always heard Midoriya have. Midobro, please, you have to give us songs like this to us guys. They are so good for training, Kirishima asked. Sure, here, Izuku said, snapping his fingers and teleported a few discs into Kirishima's hands. Yeah, Kirishima yelled. Well, now that it looks like everyone has their sprit back, let's continue, 𝗎𝗍 said with a smile. Sir, why don't you pick another duet or voice switcher song? Izuku asked, which caused Izumi and Nejire to blush wildly, since they're the only ones that has done a song like that with him. To their knowledge at least. Midoriya, can you do a duet with me later? Jiro suddenly asked, but blushes when she realized what she just said. Sure, Jiro. Actually, I've been wanting to do that with all of you for quite a while, but since I've never seen any of you sing other than Jiro, if you guys really want, I'll check you vocals later, and when we get back to the dorm we can do on if you girls want, Izuku said, making all the girls blush at the thought of them singing hopefully a love song with him. Can I do one with you too? I miss singing with you, Nejire said, going to hug him. Okay, love. Sure, why don't we do one for Eri tonight? Izuku said. Hugging back, making the girls jealous and making Eri smile, he went into the box and grabbed a disc. This song is really 2 songs put together. The names are perfect too and I'm yours. Me and Nejire are the singers, Izuku said as he went to put the disc in the player. Nejire, oh yeah. Yeah, you can be the peanut butter to my jelly, you can be the butterflies I feel in my belly, you can be the captain, and I can be your first mate, you can be the chills that I feel on our first date, too you can be the hero and I can be your sidekick, you can be the tear that I cry if we ever split, you can be the rain from the cloud when it's stormin', or you can be the sun when it shines in the mornin'. One don't know if I could ever be without you, 'cause boy you complete me, and in time I know that we'll both see that we're all we need. Izuku and Nejire, 'cause you're the apple to my pie, I won't hesitate no more. No more, you're the straw to my berry, you're the smoke to my high, this cannot wait, and you're the one I wanna marry, I'm yours one, 'cause you're the one for me, open up your mind and see like me, and I'm the one for you open up your plans and then you're free, you take the both of us look into your heart and we're the perfect two and you'll find love, we're the perfect two, listen to the moment of the music people deign and sing, we're the perfect two, we're just one big family baby, me and you, and it's everybody's right to feel loved, we're the perfect two. Loved. Dang bro, just how did you hide your relationship with Hedo-senpai? Denki asked. Well actually, you guys, Class 1B and the teachers are the only ones that didn't know our relationship. I'm surprised none of you ever questioned what I was doing when I started leaving the dorms more often, Izuku pointed out, making the class go wide-eyed. Yeah, I was surprised too. When we came back with Eri, I thought you guys would have figured it out right there, Nejire said, petting Eri with one hand and hugging Izuku's arm with the other. Midoriya, you traitor, I though the Mineta said before Shiro covered him mouth with tape too. Pretty sure you don't want to finish that sentence, Mineta. Shiro said, feeling the amount of anger coming from the girls. Izuku, well you done me, and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill but you're so hot that I melted, I fell right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back before the cool done run out. I'll be giving it my bestest. Nothing's going to stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some. I won't hesitate no more, this cannot wait, I'm yours. Also I forgot to ask, but just how did or do you have such good control over your voice? Mike asked. Well, songs where my voice has a auto-tune, that's from a voice quirk I got. But other than that, it just takes a lot of vocal practice and holding different parts of your throat to get the right tone, Izuku said, giving his example by holding his throat and speaking like how he did in his Whatever It Takes song. Hey Hedo-senpai, just what did Midori do when you were doing vocal practice with him? Mina with the 1A girls all asked, with Nejire explaining to them. Nejire, you know that I'll never doubt ya, and you know that I think about ya, and you know I can't live without ya. I love the way that you smile, and maybe in just a while I can see me walk down the aisle. Wait, you're engaged? The 1A girls all yelled, both angry and sad. Guys, no we're not, but it's not like I'd complain about it, Izuku said, giving a smile to Nejire. Yeah, what Izuku, I thought we agreed that it was just for the song, Nejire said, face fully red. Hedo-senpai, can you come to our dorms after this? There's something we girls need to talk to you about. The girls asked, which she agreed to do for Izuku and Nejire. 'Cause you're the apple to my pie, I won't hesitate no more. No more, you're the straw to my berry, you're the smoke to my high, this cannot wait, and you're the one I want to marry, I'm yours, 'cause you're the one for me, open up your mind and see like me, and I'm the one for you open up your plans and then you're free, you take the both of us look into your heart and we're the perfect two and you'll find that the sky's yours, we're the perfect two, so please don't, we're the perfect two, there's no need to complicate baby, me and you, because our time's short, this is our fate. We're the perfect two, I'm yours song. And by the end the girls were all boiling mad since Nejire had been laying on Izuku's lap with Eri this whole time. A few of them were going to say something until being cut off. Okay everyone, that's it for today, you can all head back to the dorms. Once again we will continue this tomorrow, same time after class, Nizu stated as everyone got up to leave. Nejire, Uraraka said. Yes, I'm coming girls. Izuku, remember what we talked about that one time? Nejire said with a blush. You mean about the others? Izuku replied, embarrassed. Yeah, remember that. I'm fine with it as long as Eri agrees and I get to spend the most time with you than the others, Nejire said as she left with the girls. Well hey guys, you want to train a bit with those songs I gave you? Izuku said. That even a question? Heck yeah, come on guys, Kirishima said as they all went out to train with the girls. They were all in the common room, all eyeing on Nejire, with all of them having a blush. They wanted to ask if they could share Izuku but just couldn't put it into words until Eri came in and spoke. Oh, does this mean you all will really be my mommies? she asked with a heart-warming smile and goes to be picked up by Nejire. Too pure, they all thought. Well actually, thank you Snowball for breaking the ice. Anyway, to cut the point, I know that all you girls like my Izukuin, and well, I talked with him about it and I'm fine with you guys being with him as long as, 1 my or I guess our Snowball here agrees, and 2 I get to spend more time with him than you all, but also, Izumi, is that even allowed to do this? Nejire said this response was completely unexpected from any of the girls. The thought they would have to fight to get Nejire to accept, but now they were happy since they could be Izuku. Well, to answer your question Nejire, by quirk law, if 2 siblings are born with powerful enough quirks, the rule of NCST does not apply due to the chance of the 2 making powerful offspring, and Midoriya and Izumi both have quirks that qualify as powerful enough, so yeah, she can. Momo explained saw this kind of explanation in another fanfic that I can't find anymore. 26. Wait, but Nejire, are you really okay with this? Especially with those 3? Mina said, looking to Izumi, Shoka and Katsumi. Well, for the most part, I am a bit angry at you 3 for what you did to my Izukuin, but I trust his judgment. But know that if any of you 3 especially, if you hurt my Izukuin, I will hurt you so bad that not even your parents will recognize you. Nejire stated in a serious tone. 3 They all shiver a bit since they had never seen Nejire that serious, but nonetheless they agreed, and they all asked Eri. She agreed to them being with Izuku, and Eri said yes to all of them but was hesitant with Izumi, Shoka and Katsumi of the obvious reasons, yet there's something off about Izumi, for she didn't sound happy or wanting to be with Izuku. Hey Izumi, you okay? You seem more sad than you were earlier, Shoka asked concerned. It's just, I can't even put it into words, but you know what, I be right back, Izumi said as she went to her dorm room and came out with a disc and player. What are you doing Izumi? Uraraka asked. This song, it's called Little Do You Know. It's only instrumental since me and Oni-chan never finished the lyrics, and well, since I can't say how I feel, I think I can sing it. Oni-chan always said singing is the best way to explain you emotions. Izumi said, well, go ahead and sing. Well, listen, Momo said as the music started and Izumi began to sing. Little do you know how I'm breaking. While you fall asleep, little do you know I'm still haunted by the memories. Little do you know I'm trying to pick myself up piece by piece. Little do you know I need a little more time underneath it all. I'm held captive by the hole inside I've been holding back for the fear that you might change your mind. I'm ready to forgive you, but forgetting is a harder fight. Little do you know I need a little more time. That's all. Me and Oni-chan got up too, but there is more. But Izumi said, but started to crack a little, but before anyone could say anything, Izuku comes in and continues the song. Izuku, I'll wait, I love you like you've never felt the pain. I'll wait, I promise you don't have to be afraid. I'll wait, love is here and here to stay, so lay your head on me. Little do you know I know you're hurt while I'm sound asleep. Little do you know all my mistakes are slowly drowning me. Little do you know I'm trying to make it better piece by piece. Little do you know I love you till the sun dies. Izumi was stunned that him remembered this song, while everyone aside from Eri and Nejire were practically mesmerized by Izuku's loving voice. Oni-chan, Izumi said, but was cut off. Come it time we finish this song, like the old times, Izuku said with a pure smile as Izumi nodded, and they continued. Izuku and Izumi, oh wait, just wait, I love you like I've never felt the pain. Just wait, I love you like I've never been afraid. Just wait, our love is here and here to stay, so lay your head on me. I'll wait, I love you like you've never felt the pain. I'll wait, I promise you don't have to be afraid. I'll wait. Love is here and here to stay, so lay your head on me. Izumi, lay your head on me, so lay your head on me. Izuku, 'cause little do you know I love you till the sun dies. Song end. When the music ended, Izumi hugged Izuku and started to lightly cry. Oni, and I'm sorry, she said. Geez, no matter how many times I say it, you still think I'm mad at you. Izumi, okay, I forgive you, Izuku said as he let go of Izumi and wiped her tears. The rest of the girls had a smile seeing a broken family come together again until they remembered what they were talking about earlier. Wait, Midori, how long were you out there? Mina yelled, face red. I was outside ever since Eri came in. I was gonna ask Jiro if she still wanted to do a song with me along with the rest of you. And sorry, but I did hear what you guys all said, Izuku said, rubbing the back of his head. At that point all the girls but Nejire and Katsumi fainted from embarrassment. Well then, if you heard what we were talking about, I guess we'd like to hear your response to us, Katsumi asked, flustered as the girls shot up wanting to hear him. Well, given what Nejire said to you guys and my Snowball agreeing to you all, Yes, accept your guys' feelings since I don't want any of you to be sad, Izuku said with a blush. The second he said that some of the girls just fainted again but most ran up to him but was stopped by Nejire. Hey, remember, his leg girls careful, Nejire said as everyone quickly apologized. Thanks Nejire, but really Jiro, do you still want to do a song with me, he asked again. You really mean it, Jiro said, a blushing mess. Yeah, I mean, unless you don't want to, Izuku said, a bit embarrassed. No, it's not that, I just wasn't expecting you to ask that. I even picked a song you made, Jiro said, holding a disc, and Izuku sees the title. Oh, all we know. Good choice since you're now one of my girlfriends, Izuku said without thinking about what he said. Jiro's face exploded in red and almost passed out. Izuku-kun, you might not want to say things like that just yet, Nejire said. Good, let's just sing, Jiro said and went to the player and put in the disc. The girls don't say anything since they're singing live, so I'm not typing the lyrics. This last bit will be a bit rushed since I need some sleep. It's 1 a.m. for me. When the music ended, everyone clapped with Mina. Izumi and Nejire went to hug Izuku. As for Jiro, she went bright red after the fact that she just sang a love song with Lover set in. Hey Jiro, you okay? Izuku asked, a bit worried. Don't worry about me, I'm fine, just 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗺 deal with that 𝗧𝗵𝗲 Jiro rambled but was cut off by Izuku suddenly kissing her to get her to stop. 7. All the girls were shocked by that bold move. Their cinnamon roll just did. Jiro, the second it happened, passed out right there with Izuku, looked a bit confused. Sorry about that, but it's what me and Nejire used to do with each other whenever either of us started doing that, Izuku said with an innocent smile. You dummy, we started doing that after like 2 weeks of us dating, not of the first day, Nejire said, puffing her cheeks. Hey, if you kissed Jiro then you always won too, Mina suddenly yelled out, then ran up and kissed Izuku. This of course caused all the girls to go and kiss Izuku until he passed out from embarrassment. After he woke up, as he promised, he tested out the rest of the girls' vocals and decided to do one more song, this time with Uraraka, but this time in her room one-on-one since he wanted to make a video of them singing and show it to everyone tomorrow like he said, but Jiro refused to do it and Uraraka didn't mind. By the time the two of them had finished, it was night and Nejire came in and reminded Izuku that he promised to sing Eris' favorite song with her, so he left Uraraka's dorm and went to him own and saw Izumi was also there, saying she wanted to sleep with him like the old times. Plus Nejire and Izuku didn't mind but asked to also sing for Eri, which she agreed. Then after which they went to bed with Nejire and Izumi holding one of Izuku's arms. It was the next day with Izuku waking up to see Nejire and Izumi hugging each side of his body. He was a bit flustered but not much since these two did this with him individually before. Come on you two, we have classes today. It's 7, Izuku said. I don't remember when UA classes start. 1 After about 2 minutes the two girls let go, got dressed, and helped Izuku go to the common area since he still has the cast on his leg. Heading to the common area, seeing the guys playing the rock songs Izuku gave to Kirishima and the girls helping Eri get ready for the school day, the girls agreed to rotate who gets to sleep with Eri each night. Time skipped to the end of the school day. It was time for everyone to go to the theater again, but Izuku had to go to RG so she could replace his cast. Welcome back everyone. I'm glad everyone here has a smile on their face. Now let's begin, Nizu said, opening the 2 boxes. Hold on sir, Izuku, as he said yesterday, made songs with us and well, asked for the song he did with Uraraka to be shown, Nejire said, holding the disc. Izuku gave him and Uraraka yelling her head off for Nejire to not play it. Well, if he requested for it I see no problem with it, Nizu replied, making Uraraka start floating around embarrassed. Come on Uraraka, I'm sure your voice was great and Izuku picked a really good song for you, Nejire said, putting in the disc. Wait, what's the title? Mirio asked. It's Counting Stars. Oh man, I loved hearing Izuku sing it to first time, Nejire said as the song started. Uraraka, lately, I've been losing sleep dreaming about the things that we could be, Izuku, but baby, I've been praying hard. Both said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Uraraka, yeah, we'll be counting stars. Wow, Ochako, Midoriya really helped your vocal that much, Ribbit, Sue said, and she used her tongue to grab Uraraka from the ceiling. Thanks, but we didn't actually finish the song, Uraraka pointed out. Then suddenly a warp gate opened and out walked Izuku with a smaller cast on his leg. Not even halfway into the song, Uraraka freaked out and almost floated out the dorms. And don't even get me started on Momo. She passed out when I finished my first line. Izuku said, going to a seat and getting immediately crowded by the 1A girls and getting lightly smacked by Momo for bring that up. Izuku, I see this life like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line, and in my face is flashing signs, seek it out and ye shall find both old, but I'm not that old, young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold on just doing what we're told. 𝗧𝗏𝗏, I feel something so right doing the wrong thing, and I feel something so wrong doing the right thing. Izuku, I couldn't lie, everything that kills me makes me feel alive. Midori, please tell us you don't mean that, right? Mina asked, worried along with the rest of theater. It's just lyrics. Of course I don't mean that. Trust me, most of these songs, at least the one from the first box, don't read too much into the lyric. Izuku said, calming Mina down. 𝗧𝗏𝗏, lately, I've been losing sleep dreaming about the things that we could be, but baby, I've been praying hard, said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars both. Lately I've been losing sleep dreaming about the things we could be, but baby, I've been praying hard, said no more counting dollars. Izuku, will be counting stars. Yes, song end. 𝗧𝗏𝗏 screamed in as she floated to the ceiling. 𝗧𝗏𝗏, don't worry, I got you, Izuku said as the video ended. Video end. Deku-kun, I thought you cut out that part. 𝗧𝗏𝗏 yelled, redder than a tomato. Yeah, I was gonna, but these two didn't give me the time to. Sorry, love, he said, pointing to Izumi and Nejire too. As much as I don't want to ruin your moment, but can someone pick a song other than a love song, please? I need something enticing, Denki asked. Hey, Mouse, can I pick the next one? Katsuki asked. Very well, but Midoriya, when this song finishes there's something Midnight would like to ask you, Nizu said, confusing Midoriya as Katsuki went to pick his song. Look in the top left of the box for the songs you'll probably want, Izuku pointed out. Don't order me around, Izuku, Katsuki said, grabbing a disc, surprising everyone that he's not being as mean as usually. The tile says on top of the world. FT Mirio, he said, going to the player. Dude, why are you so calm? Kirishima asked. Shut it, shitty hair, I doing this by Katsumi's request, he replied. Wait a sec, did you say Mirio? Nejire asked. Looks like I've been found out. Yeah, you and Izumi are not only ones that have sung with Midoriya, and actually Nizu sir, can I pick the next song? Mirio asked with a smirk. Sure, now Bakugo, please play the song. Nizu asks as the song started. Mirio, if you love somebody better tell them why they're here. 'Cause they just may run away from you, you'll never know what went well, then again it just depends on how long of time is left for you. Izuku, I've had the highest mountains, I've had the deepest rivers, you can have it all but not till you move it. Now take it in, but don't look down both, 'cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Why, waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt, I've been waiting to smile. Why, been holding it in for a while. Why, take it with me if I can been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. As always, Midobro, your songs are manly as ever, Kirishima said, patting Izuku on a shoulder. Yeah, but this song, Mirio made he lyrics since he wanted to confess to his Izuku said, but got tackled by Mirio. Now that you done this, I'm gonna show them that song, Mirio said with a smirk. What do you mean that song, Mirio? Nejire, you'll find out after, Mirio said, strapping Izuku's mouth shut. Mirio, I've tried to cut these corners, try to take the easy way out. I kept on falling short of something I coulda gave up then, but then again I couldn't have, 'cause I've traveled all this way for something. Now take it in, but don't look down both, 'cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Why, waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt, I've been waiting to smile. Why, been holding it in for a while. Why, take it with me if I can been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world, 'cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Why, waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt, I've been waiting to smile. Why, been holding it in for a while. Why, take it with me if I can been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. Song end. Now with this finished, Nizu sir, I'll pick the next song, Mirio said, going into the box. Okay, but I must ask, has Midoriya made any songs here that are inappropriate? Midnight asked. Oh, don't worry, this song will answer you question. I'm in this one too, but it was his idea to do it, Mirio said, showing a disc with just as the title. Izuku started to freak out but couldn't talk since the strap on his mouth was made out of the same material than Aizawa's scarf and none of the girls could pull it off. But before I play this, someone please take Eri and Kota out, Mirio asked, to which the WWPC once again took them out as the video started. Izuku, get jazzy on him. I'm that flight that you get on, international first class seat on my lap, girl, riding comfortable. 'Cause I know what the girl them need, New York to Haiti, I got lipstick stamps on my passport. Make it hard to leave. Is that really Dekuku-kun? There's no way he'd say that, right, Dekuku-kun? Uraraka said, looking to Izuku, who looked both mad and ashamed, but he was trying to catch his breath so he could us his real quirk been around the world. Don't speak the language but don't need explaining. All I really need to understand is, will you talk dirty to me? Talk dirty to me, talk dirty to me, talk dirty to me. Everyone was stunned hearing this. This is Midoriya, the most innocent person they ever met, and he made a song like this, Era Midoriya. So this is what you're really like, Midnight said with a stuck smirk too. The girls were both shocked and mad that Midnight had said that. They knew this is just how Midnight is, but it's still, now that they were official, it made them jealous. Yeah, you girls can't prove me wrong now, Midoriya really is. Mineta yelled but was cut of Katsumi throwing an explosion at him along with Shoka. Freezing his mouth shut, Izuku/Oniaton, when Mirio gets that strap off, you better have a good explanation for this, okay? Nejire and Izumi said. Izuku looked around scared since everyone, even the teacher, were looking into his soul, but nodded since he knew how to explain this. Mirio, get jazzy on. You know the words to my songs, no habla inglés, our conversations ain't long, but you know what it is. I know what the girl them want. London to Dawn, I got lipstick stamps on my passport, I think I need a new one. Both been around the world. Don't speak the language but don't need explaining. All I really need to understand is, will you talk dirty to me? Talk dirty to me, talk dirty to me, talk dirty to me. Uno, met a friend in Rio dos. She was all on mio trace. We could menage a trio cuatro, oh, 2 chains. 1. Wait, I know this is unrelated, but you guys know Spanish? Denki asked, getting ready to be slapped but didn't. Instead he just got the disappointed look. Well, yeah, I know Spanish, and Midoriya, cause of his quirk, can speak any language he hears. Mirio explained. Izuku dos cadenas, close to genius, sold out arenas. You can 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐲. Mirio stops the videos. I think that's a good time to stop, Mirio said, with all the girls red in the face, knowing full well what Midoriya was going to say. Then Izuku finally breathed enough oxygen to phase through the strap and said, Mirio, play the rest of that disc. Izuku said, Dekuku-kun, tell me that isn't you. Tell us that you're not actually a pervert. Uraraka begged, along with the rest of 1A aside from Mineta. Mirio, just play the rest of the video, unless you want me to tell everyone who your crush is, and as for you guys, you'll get your answer in the video, Izuku said. Whoa, don't go that far. Fine, I'll play the rest, Mirio said, putting the disc back in. The player in the video, stop. Stop the music. I'm done. I am done, Mirio, I'm not saying that. Why did I agree to this? Izuku yelled. Oh, come on, you've sung much more lewd songs that I've made, Mirio stated. Only because you would never stop bugging me to do it. I'm not a pervert. I'm not a pervert. I'm not a pervert. Izuku dozes off. Midoriya. Mirio says that the video ends and all the girls were relieved that their cinnamon roll was not a secret pervert, but then all glared at Mirio. You're tried corputing our cinnamon roll. They all yelled, running to Mirio. Mirio just used his quirk. Izuku gave Mirio his permeation quirk when lost it to overhaul to shoot over to the teachers. 3. Mirio, get back here and apologize to my Izuku-kun for doing that to him, Nejire said, hugging Izuku's arm. Nope, Mirio simply says and phases his whole body, then his head into the ground, getting everyone annoyed. Moving on, Ms. Bakugo, please pick a song, Nizu said. Wait, what about Koda and Eri? Momo asked. The WWDC decided to take them back home to better watch Eri, but Ms. Bakugo, please come down, Nizu asked. Yes, sir, Katsumi said, going to the boxes and grabbed a disc. The title says Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, she responds, which made Izuku get an idea. 6. Oh, that song. It's a good song, but I think I'm gonna head out for this one. Brings back memories. Izumi, can you come with me too? Izuku said, to which she agreed. Okay, young Midoriya, we understand, All Might said. At the 2 cinnamon rolls went outside. Well, Katsumi, play the disc and let's see what's it about, Aizawa said. Beware, beware, be skeptical of their smiles. Their smiles of plated gold, deceit so natural, but a wolf in sheep's clothing is more than a warning. Baba, black sheep, have you any soul? No, sir. By the way, what the hell are morals? Jack, be nimble. Jack, be quick. Jill's a little ware, and her alibis are dirty tricks. 1. Holy see, is that Midoriya? Denki asked, afraid. This song. It's about those 5, that much is clear, Hawks pointed out. Understandable considering what they did, Aizawa said. So could you tell me how you're sleeping easy, how you're only thinking of yourself? Show me how you justify telling all your lies like second nature. Listen, mark my words, one day you will pay, karma's gonna come collect your debt. Ha, karma. Really well Deku, you were wrong. Karma never did anything to use for what we did, Katsuki said, making everyone glare at him. I'm just being honest here. Hey, yelled 3. Well, even if we agree with Izuku's decision to forgive you, that doesn't mean we have to like it too, Nejire said, creating a small energy beam in her hand. Aware, you stalk your prey with criminal mentality, you sink your teeth into the people you depend on, infecting everyone. You're quite the problem, 𝗵𝗃𝗄𝗏. You better run and hide. I smell the BLD of a petty little coward. 𝗧𝗵𝗃𝗄𝐿. 𝗧𝗵𝗃𝗁𝐿 will leave you lonely, dying in a filthy ditch. Okay, this is starting to sound concerning, and hate to admit it, but Midoriya is starting to sound like a villain, Snipe pointed out. We'll talk with him when he comes back, Nizu said. Then suddenly the lights in the theater shut off. Izumi comes running in covered in B. Guys, something happened to Oni and his eyes turned red and he attacked me, Izumi said with BLD all over her body. Block the door and everyone here on the Aizawa said before suddenly feeling like he couldn't move. Everyone in the theater but Katsuki were lifted to the stage before everyone saw 2 red eyes coming from the entrance. Young Midoriya, what are you doing? This isn't you, All Might yelled. Izuku then began to sing in sync with the song, walking closer and closer to Katsuki. So could you tell me how you're sleeping easy, how you're only thinking of yourself? Show me how you justify telling all your lies like second nature. Listen, mark my words, one day you will pay karmas. Gonna come collect your debt. Then Izuku's left eye turned white and his voice, like the song, lightened up. He's still in there. Come on Midoriya, fight it. I know you can hear me, Aizawa said. Also, Aizawa's eraser doesn't work on Izuku since Izuku has quirk, and because of that he has a resistance to Aizawa's quirk. Maybe you'll change, abandon all your wicked ways, make amends and start anew again. Maybe you'll see all the wrongs you did to me and start all over again, Izuku said with a hopeful look to Katsuki. Damn it, nerd. I'm sorry, okay, but don't get the others involved in this, Katsuki said. Everyone but a select few looked hopeful that Izuku would let them go now. But Izuku's eye turned back to red and a dark abyss grew out from him and quickly enveloped everyone. Who am I kidding? Now, let's not get overzealous here. You've always been a huge piece of a sea. If I could kill you, I would, but it's frowned upon in all 50 states. Having said that, burn in hell. Yes song. And when Izuku said that, fire burst up all around everyone and started to burn Katsuki. Okay Izuku, I'm sorry for everything I've ever done to you. I regret all the pain I did to you. Just snap out of it, Katsuki yelled. Then everything stopped and they were back in the theater. Everyone was so confused until they heard Izuku, Nejire, Izumi, Jiro, Momo, Mina and even a few of the teachers start laughing. Get away from him, he's dangerous, Hilda yelled. Calm down young Hilda, it was a joke, All Might said. A joke? What do you mean a joke? Katsuki yelled, now mad. Sorry for scaring you guys so bad, but, well, I guess this is payback for looking thorough my stuff when I wasn't here. I told the teachers about this with my quirk. That's why they know, Izuku explained. Izumi, Shoka asked worried. Don't worry, it's fake BLD, she says, wiping it off. But really I did this to make you actually say sorry for all you did, Kaken, Izuku said. 𝗧𝗵𝗃𝗄𝐿, Katsuki yelled, running to Izuku but got shot back by Nejire. No one hurts my Izukuin, and besides you deserved it for what you did to him, Nejire says, going to Izuku and kissing him on the cheek. Well, with that done, I think this is a good time to end this, and also, it may sound suddenly, but Midoriya, we would like for you to perform live for UA in a few days, Nizu said, surprising everyone. What, why sir, especially that soon? Izuku asked. Well, the rest of UA's student body have started to take notice of what we're doing, and to calm them we've decided that you performing would be the best way to, Nizu explained. Well, okay, I'll do it, but I'd like Nejire and Izumi to also be a part of it, Izuku said, making Nejire blush, but she did agree. Very well, the performance will be on Saturday, so start planning what you want to do, Nizu said, allowing for everyone to leave. Oni-chan, are you sure? You've never sung in front of a large crowd, Izumi said, concerned. Yeah, Izukuin, you sure you want to do this? Nejire added. Yeah, don't worry. Right now let's head back. And as for the performance, we're doing the one I wanted to do for the school festival, Izuku said as the 3 went to Izuku's room to practice their vocals and Izuku giving them voice quirks.